My name is John Coffman, and I've got a beekeeper's display. It's trying to show some of the ways of bees were kept in the early days, in the pioneer days, as well, and up to what we use now. I have bees here on this property, and we have about 20 hives in Toronto. If it wasn't for pollinators, we wouldn't be probably be able to survive very well, because 1 in every 3 bites of food comes from a pollinator of some kind, a honeybee or some native bees. And there are a lot of native bees that are specific to certain plants, like there's a squash bee, which just pollinates squash. And the bumblebees pollinate tomatoes. Honeybees are not good at pollinating squash or tomatoes. And so there are a lot of bees that are specific to certain plants. Usually I have a big chart with the native bees on it, and people are really surprised that there's only a portion of the number of bees, pictures of the bees on it. And they say, wow, I never knew there were so many different kinds of bees. Everybody thinks of bees, honeybees, or bumblebees, but there are all kinds of them. The pioneers would really want the honey because, well, they had maple sugar, and probably they'd get some sugar, but honey would be one of the sweeteners they would use for their meals. And often the beekeeping was, they had have a couple of hives in the backyard, and they were the women would look after those. And so if you have company coming, you want something really special, you run out to your bee yard, pull a frame of honey out, take it in and cut it up and put it on the plate, and that would be a real treat. Jordan Museum in Pioneer Days have been in my family for a long time. Probably one of the best memories is going with my father and helping him make sauerkraut at the Jordan Museum. Oh, I think it's really important to know where we came from and some of the ways the people how they survived. You know, we think of this area as it is now, but this was more like back here, all woods, and you had to come in here and make a living out of this, clear the land and plant your crops.